Republican friends who voted
I
against it
could
as
be
well.
her. I could be
But
her,
I'm
though.
still, I still get asked to fund the projects in those districts as well. But don't worry.
Simple.
I promised I'd be a president for all
Yeah,
Americans.
I could
We'll
be
fund these projects.
the
And I'll see you at the
interpreter for President
groundbreaking.
Biden.
Look,
Easy.
this law will further unite all of America. Projects like Brent Spence Bridge in Kentucky over the Ohio River, built 60 years ago, badly needed repairs, one of the nation's most congested freight routes, carrying $2 billion worth of freight every single day across the Ohio River.
He hasn't
Folks,
stumbled once.
we're talking about fixing
like he
forget
hasn't tripped up on his
We're really
words.
finally
Oh,
gonna
I
get it
thought you
done.
meant like.
Or like
when did
physically
he-
stumble.
Democrats
No,
and
but he
Republicans
hasn't like
from both states
choked up and
to
said
deliver
some
a
dumb
commitment
shit
of
yet, which is
$1.6 billion for this project.
pretty good for President Biden. I won't lie to you.
While I was there,
Yeah?
I met a young woman
No.
named Sarah.
Staring out
Who's
into
here
the
tonight. I
crowd,
don't know where Sarah
not
is.
reading
Is
off
she up
of
in
a
the
script.
box? I don't know. Sarah, how are you? Well, Sarah, for 30 years, I learned, she told me she'd been a proud member of the Iron Workers Local 44, known as the Cowboys in the Sky. The folks who built Cincinnati's skyline. Sarah said she can't wait to be 10 stories above the Ohio River building that new bridge. God bless her. That's pride.
Look at him holding
And that's
a
what we're
whole
also building. We're
speech
building
and
back
not stumbling.
pride.
Like,
Look,
shout out to Joe
We're also
Biden.
replacing poisonous lead pipes.
I didn't think I'd ever
going
say
to
it out
10
loud.
million homes in America. 400,000 school and child care centers. So every child in America can drink the water instead of having permanent damage to their brain. Look, we're making sure,
They're turning frogs gay.
we're making sure
The water's
every
turning frogs gay.
every community in America has access to affordable high-speed internet. No parent should have to drive by McDonald's parking lot to help them do their homework online with their kids, which many thousands were doing across the country. And when we do these
People
projects,
were having to do their homework with
and again, I
McDonald's
get
Wi-Fi.
criticized
I've
by making
never
no
heard of
excuses
that. Bro,
for it.
where are all of
we're
these
gonna
claims
buy
coming from?
American. We're going to buy American. Folks,
Did people have to do their homework with McDonald's Wi-Fi?
and it's
I've never heard that.
You've never heard of
it's totally consistent
No.
with international trade rules. Buy America has been
People
the
were
law
driving
since
by McDonald's
1933,
to be able to do
but
their
for too
homework.
long, past
Well,
administrations,
I didn't
Democrat
hear,
and
but I
Republican,
would.
have fought to get
Like,
around it.
There was this one time
Not anymore.
sat in a-
Tonight,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
announcing
Puerto
new
Rico.
standards that require all
But I said
construction
that you're-
materials used in
That's
federal
wild.
infrastructure
McDonald's?
projects to be made in America.
It's like I didn't drive by, but I sat in it.
Made in America.
Oh,
I mean it.
no.
Well, I had to do what I had to do with my wife. I was
Lumber.
working at home.
Glass, drywall, fiber optic cable. And on my watch, American roads, bridges, and American highways are going to be made with American products as well. Folks, my economic plan is about investing in places and people that have been forgotten. So many of you listening to me tonight, I know you feel it. So many of you felt like you've just simply been forgotten. Amid the economic upheaval of the past 4 decades, too many people have been left behind.
Listen, man,
Treat it
this
like
dude
they're
is
invisible.
spitting right now.
Maybe that's you watching from home. Remember the jobs that went away. You remember them, don't you? The folks at home remember them. You wonder whether the path even exists anymore for your children to get ahead without having to move away.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I get that. That's why we're building an economy where no one's left behind. Jobs are coming back. Pride is coming back because choices we made in the last several years. You know, this is, in my view, a blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America and make a real difference in your lives at home. For example, too many of you lay in bed at night like my dad did, staring at the ceiling, wondering what in God's names happens if your spouse gets cancer, or your child gets deadly ill, or something happens to you, what are you going to have? You get money to pay for those medical bills? Or you're going to have to sell the house or try to get a second mortgage on it. I get it. I get it. With the Inflation Reduction Act that I signed into law, we're taking on powerful interest to bring healthcare costs down.
Listen, man.
So you can sleep better at night.
I don't care if you have a vendetta against this man.
We pay more for prescription drugs.
He's sounding pretty legit right now. It could
world.
All be a lie.
You say it again.
It could. This is AI. This isn't even actual President Biden. There's no way this is President Biden.
1 in 10 Americans has diabetes.
He hasn't said once yet. Once. That's crazy.
But every day, millions need insulin to control their diabetes.
And then there's just this chick in the corner just doing Naruto hand signs, and it doesn't even look like she's actually saying what he's saying. You look at the faces she's making; she looks crazy. What is this?
Roughly $10.
She just did this. She's blowing 2 guys at once. That has nothing to do with what you just said.
But Big Pharma has been unfairly charging people hundreds of dollars.
Oh, he said Big Pharma?
$a month.
President Biden collabing with Joe Rogan?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
A Biden and Alex Jones collab impending? That would be some shit. That would be some shit. President Joe Biden and Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, and Sneeko all in one room with Destiny moderating the chat. That would be
things that we did are only now coming to fruition. We said we were doing this, and we said we passed the law to do it, but people didn't know because the law didn't take effect until January 1 of this year.
Biden X yay.
We capped the cost of insulin at $35 a month for seniors on Medicare.
I wonder if Trump is in the room anymore, because he hasn't name dropped him. I feel like Trump is like, I'm not going. I'm not going. Sleepy Joe is just going to put everyone to sleep. Bro, what? Okay, let's give this a little break at least. Jesus Christ.
I'm sure you're getting the same calls I'm getting.
We're not getting the same calls.
Look, there are millions of other Americans.
My calls are all scam-likely calls.
Who do not or are not on Medicare,
from like Kim Jong-un,
including 200,000 young people with type 1 diabetes and need this insulin to stay alive.
It happened. See?
Let's finish
I knew it would happen.
This time. Let's cap the cost of insulin for everybody at $35.
Need this insulin. Shook them up. To remain political, though, yeah, that was actually a pretty good law that he passed, or that he signed into legislation. $35 cap on all shut up. $35 cap on insulin for the elderly is pretty solid, because those prices were cracked, like ultra cracked. It was just completely unethical and unreasonable to expect old people living off of Social Security to be able to afford insulin. But that's if they need it, of course, but still ridiculous.
No matter how much your drug costs are, because you know why? You all know it. Many of you, like many in my family, have cancer. You know the drugs can range from $10, $11, $14, $15,000 for the cancer drugs. If drug prices rise faster than inflation, drug companies are going to have to pay Medicare back the difference. We're finally,
bro, my guy.
We're finally giving Medicare the power to negotiate drug prices.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Bringing down.
Shut up. I'll find his name. New Speaker of the House. What's that fucker's name? But he hasn't clapped once. Like, I mean, he clapped during the beginning when they like shook hands and stuff. But my man had just been sitting in the back like, all right, we get it. We get it. Is it Kevin McCarthy? Yeah, Kevin McCarthy, that guy.
A lot of savings for the federal government.
Look at him in the hold on.
And by the way,
look at him in the background.
Why would we want that? Now some members here are threatening, and I know it's not an official party position, so I'm not going to exaggerate.
And you just got this shorty over here just hitting the Dougie.
As my coach, that's okay.
The facial expressions are killing me.
As my football coach used to say, lots of luck in your senior year. Make no mistake, If you try anything to raise the cost of producing jobs, I will veto it.
My man just put down the veto hammer. He didn't say prescription drugs properly.
I'm pleased
If
to
you try to
say
raise the cost of prescription
more
drugs,
Americans
I will veto
have
it.
health insurance now than ever in history.
Let's go. We got to get to live, bro.
That law was
He's
written,
starting to trip up a little bit more. I
and the
feel like he's
benefit
getting too
expires in
passionate.
2025.
Somebody's got to check his
So my
heart
plea
rate.
to some of
So we
you
got to
at
check
least in
his
this
blood
audience,
pressure and make sure
let's
that he's
finish the
not
job
dying.
and make these savings permanent. Expand coverage of Medicaid.
By the way, can we average out the age of the people that are like in this goddamn room? It's gotta be like
Look,
63.
the Inflation
average,
Reduction Act is
which is
also the most
crazy.
significant investment ever in climate change. Ever.
Ever. Bro, Kevin McCarthy hasn't.
Lower utility bill. Creating American jobs. Leading the world to a clean energy future. I visited the
He didn't
devastating
stand up.
aftermath
He didn't
of
cry.
record
He was
floods,
like,
droughts, storms,
nothing
and
this man
wildfires.
says is true.
From Arizona to
Nothing he
Mexico
says
to all
is
the way
true.
up to the Canadian border. More timber has been burned, as I've observed from helicopters, than the entire state of Missouri. And we don't have global warming? Not a problem. In addition to emergency recovery,
Oh boy.
from Puerto Rico to Florida to Idaho, we're rebuilding for the long term.
I'm about to have to hit
New
my
electric-
sneako. Shut up. I'm about to have to hit my sneako here, man. Global warming is the new pandemic. I'm calling it now. When they start saying there are more earthquakes and tornadoes and tsunamis because of global warming, trust me.
We're going to build
why we're gonna have to stay
500,000
inside.
electric vehicle charging stations installed across the country by tens of thousands of IBW workers.
Okay.
And
And
we're helping families
bro,
save
Kevin
more than
McCarthy has
$1,000
still
a year
yet
with
to
tax
stand up and
credits
clap.
to purchase electric vehicles and efficient appliances, energy efficient appliances. Historic conservation efforts to be responsible stewards of our land. Let's face reality. The climate crisis doesn't care if you're in a red or blue state. It's an existential threat.
Yeah.
We have an obligation, not
Yeah.
to ourselves, but to our children and grandchildren,
Existential
to
threat
confront it.
is the
I'm proud of
climate change.
how America at last is stepping up to the challenge. We're still going to need oil and gas for a while. But guess what? No, we do.
Hey, look, he finally clapped.
So
The
much
Republicans
more
are
to
like,
do.
yes, he said oil.
gotta
Let's
finish the job.
let's go take over a country.
We pay for these investments in our future by finally making the wealthiest and biggest corporations begin to pay their fair share.
Oh, now they're not fucking clapping.
Just begin.
Now Kevin McCarthy's like, he ruined it. We have to pay taxes. Never mind.
Look, I'm a
Bro,
capitalist.
watching these dudes
I'm a
work is
capitalist, but pay your fair
crazy.
share. I think a lot of you at home agree with me and many people that you know. The tax system is not fair. It is not fair.
What about the tax system isn't fair?
Look, the idea that in 2020, 55 of the largest corporations in America, the Fortune 500,
Bro, she hasn't. I was
Paid
gonna say she
$40
hasn't said
billion
anything. He
in
said in
profits.
like 2 minutes.
and paid zero.
She,
in federal taxes.
she just was like, I don't know
Zero?
about that one.
Folks, it's simply not fair. But now, because of the law I signed, billion-dollar companies have to pay a minimum of 15%. God love them. 15%. That's less than a nurse pays.
I was gonna say I'll pay more than 15%, but then again, we are talking about entire
Let me be
corporations
crystal
of
clear. I
thousands
said
of
at the very
employees.
beginning, under my plans, as long as I'm president, nobody earning less than $400,000 will pay an additional penny in taxes. Nobody, not one penny.
Less than
let's finish the
$400,000
job.
a year.
There's more
That
to
includes
do.
yourself. The president only
We have to
makes like what, like
reward work, not
200,000,
just
maybe
wealth.
even less.
Passed my proposal for the billionaire minimum tax. You know, there's 1,000 billionaires in America. It's up from about 600 in the beginning of the term. But no billionaire should be paying a lower tax rate than a school teacher or firefighter. I mean it. Think about it.
Sure. Let the Democrats give him an applause. Look at the division right now.
I know
These
y'all
guys are all rich.
enthusiastic
They're all
about
like,
that,
I
but
don't
think
know
about it.
about that, man.
Think about it. Have you noticed Big Oil just reported its profits, record profits? Last year they made $200 billion in the midst of a global energy crisis. I think it's outrageous. Why? They invested too little of that profit to increase domestic production. And when I talk to a couple of them, they say, we're afraid you're going to shut down all the oil wells, all the oil refineries anyway, so why should we invest in them? I said, we're going to need oil for at least another decade. And that's going to
At least.
And beyond that, we're going to need it. Production. If they had, in fact, invested in the production to keep gas prices down, instead,
at least another
they used the
decade.
record profits to buy back.
We're gonna need oil
stock.
for a lot longer than another
Rewarded
decade.
CEOs
Bro.
and
We're gonna need
shareholders.
oil for like a long
Corporations ought to
time.
do the right
This
thing.
whole push towards everything
That's why
becoming
I
electrical
propose
is
we
just not
quadruple the
realistic.
tax
You
on
know how
corporate
easy
stock
it would be
buybacks and
for
occurs
an enemy nation to just
long-term
hit us with,
investments.
hold on, shut up, to just hit us with like an electromagnetic shock that would just paralyze like half the damn country if we're completely electrical. Like even the electric power has to be powered by some sort of oil unless we're converting straight to nuclear energy, which we just don't have the capabilities to do in terms of refinery and control. It's just not realistic. Decade.
On wealthy tax cheats.
Somebody
That's
give this
being
guy a
fiscally
line.
responsible.
Oh, maybe he already took one. That's what he said.
In the last 2 years, my administration has cut the deficit by more than $1.7 trillion.
1.7
The largest deficit
trillion.
reduction in American history. Under the previous administration, the American deficit went up 4 years in a row. Because those record deficits, no president added more to the national debt in any 4 years than my predecessor.
Oh, God.
Nearly
Say his
25%
name.
of the entire
Stop saying it.
national
Oh,
debt
he who
that
shall
took
not
over
be named.
200 years to accumulate
The orange-haired
was
fellow.
added by just one
Like,
administration
no.
alone, the last one.
Was his hair even orange?
They're the
His skin
facts.
was
Check
orange,
it out.
not his hair. Shout out my guy.
Check
Trump,
it
man.
out.
Power of the T, man.
How did Congress respond to that debt?
Power of the T, man. Don't
They did the
call
right
my
thing.
guy
They
out like
lifted
that,
the debt
dog.
ceiling 3 times without preconditions or crisis. They paid American bills to prevent an economic disaster to the country. So tonight I'm asking the Congress to follow suit. Let's commit here tonight to the
You
full
shouted
phase
out
of
to
credit of the
Congress,
United
though.
States of
Like,
America
listen,
will
man.
never, ever be
There's just
questioned.
less and less people standing up
So
as he continues.
some of my Republican friends want to take the economy hostage. I get it, unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority.
Oh, no.
Let me give you
Oh, no. He's gotten the crowd mad.
attack my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion.
Oh, no.
You know, it means
He's
if
riled the crowd up.
Congress doesn't keep
Oh,
the programs the way
no.
they are, they go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks,
They're like, shut up.
the idea is that we're not going to be moved into being
Where's the
threatened
next John
to default
Wilkes?
on the debt if we don't respond. Folks,
Yes, he's like, finally, the Democrats are backing me up. Jesus Christ. Bro, look at that. No standing. He got a little bit more over here to stand. No standing from the Republicans.
so folks, as we all apparently agree,
This is
Social
this is
Security
just
and Medicare is off
amazing
the
to
books
watch.
now, right? They're not to be stopped. All right,
He got him there.
I'm ready.
He got him
We got
there.
unanimity.
He got McCarthy to clap. Let's go. That's a dub. That's a Biden dub right there.
Social
He got
Security and
McCarthy
Medicare
to
are
clap
lifeline
for something.
millions of seniors. Americans have to pay into them from the
You
very
are
first
useless.
paycheck they start.
Why-
So tonight,
Why
let's all
does
agree,
Kamala Harris
and we
exist?
apparently are. Let's stand up for seniors.
What's her purpose? What has she done other than be black and the vice president and the woman?
Stand up and show them. We'll not cut Social Security. We will not cut Medicare.
Yeah,
Those
Social
benefits
Security and
belong to the American
Medicare.
people, they
That's
earned
only
it. If
benefiting
anyone
the old
tries
people.
to
I
cut
don't even know.
Social
That's not
Security,
gonna
which
do
apparently
anything
no
for
one's
me. I'm
going
just
to
gonna have
do,
to pay more.
and if anyone tries to cut Medicare, I'll stop them. I'll veto it. And look, I'm not going to allow them to be taken away. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But apparently it's not going to be a problem.
Right.
Next month, when I offer my fiscal plan, I ask my Republican friends to lay down their plan as well. I really mean it. Let's sit down together and discuss our mutual plans together. Let's do that.
That's a good point. Yeah, look at that. Even he got Kevin McCarthy to stand. Oh my God. It's a dub for Biden. You just have to. Have to stick to it though. Don't forget that you said this because of your Alzheimer's. You cannot let this slip.
A single bit of Medicare or Social Security. In fact, we're going to extend the Medicare Trust Fund.
So you thought he had dementia?
Because that's going to be the next target.
You think that you actually believe that?
Well, we'll not raise tax on anyone making under 400.
You think we would actually allow, like, he would have certifiable dementia?
By making sure that the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share.
Yeah, you fucking can.
Here's the deal.
The President of the United States?
They aren't just taking advantage of the tax code. They're taking advantage of you, the American consumer.
For the President, you surely can. There's been 46 of them, and one of them have been black. That is discrimination in its finest.
Stopping $1 billion surprise bills per month so far. We're protecting seniors' life savings by cracking down on nursing homes that commit fraud, endanger patient safety, prescribe drugs that are not needed. Millions of Americans can now save thousands of dollars.
I'm not gonna lie, the way he says millions kind of sounds like how Trump says
over the counter
millions.
without a prescription. Cool. Look,
millions. That's how they say it.
Capitalism without competition is not capitalism. It's extortion. It's exploitation.
That's true.
Last year, I cracked
Capitalism
down
requires competition
on foreign shipping
Otherwise, it's just a
making
monopoly.
You pay higher prices for every
sucks.
good coming into the country. I signed a bipartisan bill that cuts shipping costs by 90%, helping American farmers, businessmen, and consumers. Let's finish the job.
Hold on. I'm just gonna make. I'm gonna be the interpreter. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move my screen right here. No, I'm being that ass. I'm gonna be the interpreter now. You don't need to see her face. I'm gonna be the interpreter. Hold on.
My administration is also taking on junk fees. Those hidden surcharges too many companies use to make you pay more.
He's talking and she's not even moving her hands.
Making airlines show you
what is going on?
Refund
she
your
just
money.
licked her fingertips. That is not a word in sign language.
Absorbing a bank
not a word.
By saving consumers more than
No,
$1
my heart would
billion
have had to be
a year.
fully extended. It wouldn't even be shown on the
Cutting
camera.
credit card late fees by 75%,
Bro, look at
from
this.
$30 to $8.
What is that? What is? Okay, these are words. Yes.
Junk
but
fees
the facial expression, she's like,
may not matter to the very wealthy.
Like, bro, that's not a
learned in sign language class that this facial expressions mean something.
They add up to hundreds of dollars a month.
I don't want to hear it. I am an
to
interpreter.
pay your bills and afford that family trip.
I'm only going to interpret stuff that's
I know
necessary.
how unfair it feels. When a company overcharges you and gets away with it.
No, I'm just not going to
anymore.
interpret anything. None of this is necessary.
We've written a bill to stop it all. It's called the Junk
None of this
Fee
is necessary.
Prevention Act. We're going to ban surprise resort fees that hotels.
How does she? When they start clapping, what does she do?
Those fees can cost you up to $90 a night.
She just winked at me. She just went.
Aren't even resorts.
She just did this. What is she playing, COD?
The idea.
I haven't seen her do that once. They've clapped like 40,000 times.
Well,
can charge
he's not.
$200
She's not
or more
interpreting the
if you decide to switch to another provider. Give me a break. We can stop service fees on tickets.
Yo, she is up to some crazy shit in that booth.
And we'll prohibit airlines from charging $50 round trip for a family just to be able to sit together. Baggage fees are bad enough. Airlines can't treat your child like a piece of baggage. Americans are tired of being. We're tired of being played for suckers. So pass.
Yo, bro. Yeah, my channel's getting removed. My channel's getting
Prevention Act. So
removed.
companies
Let me get
stop
the
ripping us
fuck
off.
out of here. I've already done enough harm to myself. I'm
Workers
just
are
going to go
beginning
ahead and
stiff.
just...
but not anymore.
Hey, yo, he just said
We're
stiff.
beginning to restore the dignity of work. For example, I should have known this, but I didn't until 2 years ago.
There's no way that
30
face is
million
a
workers
thing in sign
have to
language.
sign
She just went,
non-compete agreements.
that's not.
the job seeker.
And there's no
30
way they
million.
purposely did that.
So a cashier at a burger place can't walk across town and take the same job at another burger place and make a few bucks more. It just changed. But they just changed it because we exposed it. That was part of the deal, guys. Look it up. But not anymore. We're banning those agreements so companies have to compete for workers and pay them what they're worth.
Got it, ass. Yeah, they were like, no way that's real because none of you have had to work at a McDonald's or
tell
Burger
you.
King before. It's facts.
This is bound to get a response from my friends on my left but the right. I'm so sick and tired of companies breaking the law by preventing workers from organizing. Pass the PRO Act. Because business have a right.
He said he was going to get a
right to form
response.
a union.
Kevin McCarthy's like, you can suck my dick, bro.
Let's
You're
guarantee
not
all
going to get a
workers
response
have a
out of me
living
because you say so.
Let's make sure working parents can afford to raise a family with sick days, paid family medical leave, affordable child care.
Kevin McCarthy is not having it, bro.
That's going to
Hold
enable
on.
millions of more people to
He's
go and
not
stay at work.
having it.
And
You
let's
don't want to
restore
hear none of
the
that, bro.
full
You know what?
child
Unless you're
tax
saying
credit.
what Republicans say will get
Tens of
passed, and I
millions of
won't veto
parents some
anything
breathing
Republican,
room.
he don't want to
And
hear
cut
it,
child
dog. I don't want
poverty
to
in
hear none
half
of
to the
that.
lowest level in history. And by the way, when we do all these things, we increase productivity. We increase economic growth. So let's finish the job and get more families access to affordable quality housing.
Should I text this
Let's
number?
get seniors who want to
and
stay in
ask
their
him to,
homes
like,
and care if they need to do so.
Do a podcast
Let's
with
give
me or
more
something?
breathing room to millions
gonna
of
text
family
President
caregivers
Biden.
looking after their loved ones. Pass my plan so we get seniors
it
and
to
people
pop
with
back up, though.
disabilities
Hold
the
on.
home care and services they need. And support the workers who are doing God's work.
I'm just going to text President Biden.
These plans are fully paid for and we can afford to do them.
Hold up. I'm waiting for the number.
Restoring the dignity of work
I'll show you
means
the
making
number if you'd like to
education an
text him as
affordable
well.
ticket to the middle class. You know, when we made public education, 12 years of it,
Come on.
universal in the last century, we made the best educated, best paid, we became the best educated, best paid nation in the world. But the rest of the world's caught up.
Is that true?
It's
I was
caught
gonna
up.
say, the rest of the
Jill,
world's caught
my
up in
wife, who
terms of
teaches
education.
full time, has an expression.
Where's the number? I
get it
want to
right,
text
kid.
Papa Joe.
Any nation that out-educates us is going to outcompete us.
302.
Any nation that
404
out-educates is going to
0880.
outcompete us. Folks, we all know 12
Do
years of
a live
education
stream
is not enough to
with
win the
Trump.
economic competition of 21st century. We want to have the best educated workforce. Let's finish the job
I got a text back.
by
Joe
providing
Biden just
access to
Joe Biden.
preschool.
Oh my!
for 3
It
and
says,
4
"Hey
years
there,
old.
it's
Studies show
President
that
Biden." I
children
don't know
who
if you
go
can see
to
it.
preschool are
Hey
nearly
there, it's President
50%
Biden.
more likely to
Thanks for
finish high
reaching out.
school
I'm
and go on
excited
to
to be
earn a
connected.
2 or
I'm
4
giving
year
out this
degree,
number because
no
I want
matter
a
their
direct channel to
background
communicate with
they
folks
came
like
from.
you. I'll text
Let's
here
give
from
public
time to
school
time, and you
teachers
should
a
feel free to
raise.
text me too. I won't be able to reply to everything, but I'll try my hardest. Click this link so I can read your message and reply to you. I just got texted back by Joe Biden himself. Why? I don't even know how he did it because he's
We're
literally
making
talking live right
progress
now. But he is
reducing
literally
student
Jesus. He
debt,
can reply to
increasing
you
Pell Grants for
without
working and
hands
middle-class
or
families.
even
Let's
being in
finish
a
the
room with a
job
phone.
and connect students to career
That's
opportunities
crazy.
starting in high school.
All hail
Provide
Joe
access
Biden.
to 2 years of community college. The best career training
So I
in
just gotta
America, in
click this
addition to
link and
being
then he's
a
gonna
pathway to a
text me
4-year
back again?
degree. Let's offer every American a path
Said
to a
click
good
the link.
career, whether they go to college or not. And folks,
Wait, hold up. So now it don't matter.
Folks, in
Yo,
the midst
bro,
of the
so you
COVID
just telling me I
crisis,
just wasted
when schools were closed
all that time to get a whole certification /
and we were
degree,
shutting down
and
everything,
now you just gonna push shit.
let's
that don't
recognize
require
how
niggas to
far
go to
we
college.
came in the fight against
Blow
the
me, Joe
pandemic
Biden.
itself.
I hate you now. I'm not texting you.
While the virus is not gone, thanks to the resilience of the American people and the ingenuity of medicine, we've broken the COVID grip on us. COVID deaths are down by 90%.
You've broken
We've
the
saved
COVID
millions of
grip
lives
on
and
us.
opened up our country. We opened our country back up.
No, it's crazy.
And soon
Actually,
we'll end the public health.
my company, The Village today sent us an email that was saying that like we're not abiding by like any requirements to wear masks anymore. So like we don't have to unless where we're working out of has a requirement. Then we have to abide by their But like when we're in office spaces in the village, like when we're in our regular work spaces, we don't have to wear masks anymore. I was like, that's good. That's good that we're not just bullshitting. Because
Table
I
constantly
don't know why that
reminding
was
you
still a requirement.
that she used to sit there.
Especially when they invited me to a
Remembering
party
them.
that gave me COVID.
We remain vigilant. We still need to monitor dozens of variants and support new vaccines and treatments. So Congress needs to fund these efforts and keep America safe. And as we emerge from this crisis stronger, we're also got to double down on prosecuting criminals who stole relief money meant to keep workers and small businesses afloat.
Hey, got Kevin to clap and stand. Let's go. Another dub. Let's go, baby. Every time Kevin McCarthy claps and stands up, I feel like it's just a dub.
Before I came to office, you remember, during that campaign, the big issue was about inspector generals who would protect taxpayers' dollars who were sidelined.
Mm-hmm.
They were fired. Many people said we don't need them.
I don't know about that, man.
And fraud became rampant. Last year, I told you the watchdogs are back. Since then, we've recovered billions of taxpayers' dollars. Now let's triple the anti-fraud strike force going after these criminals, double the statute of limitations on these crimes, and crack down on identity fraud by criminal syndicates stealing billions of dollars from the
Yes, the Republicans heard putting people in jail. They're just like, hopefully they're
and
black.
the data shows that for every dollar we put
They're
into
clapping.
fraud, the taxpayers get back at least 10 times as much. It matters. It matters. Look, COVID left its scars. Like the
COVID
spike
didn't
in
leave
violent crime
scars
in
on
2020,
anybody except for old
the
people.
first year of the pandemic. We have an obligation to make sure all people are safe. Public safety depends on public trust, as all
I'm going
of
to
us
get a
know.
community guideline strike.
Too
for
often
saying
that trust
God
is violated.
damn it.
Join us
God
tonight are the
damn it.
parents of Tyree Nichols.
Oh, he
Welcome.
mentioned Tyree. What are they doing there? Hold on. I mean, R.I.P. to my guy, but are they? He invited the family of Tyree Nichols to his speech. They're like up in the stand.
We had to bury Tyree last week.
It just,
As many of you personally know,
oh boy.
there's no words to describe the heartache or grief of losing a child. But imagine.
Because there were a bunch of Republicans
Imagine
in
if you
there.
lost that child at the hands of the law,
Oh wait, no. The police officers were all
Imagine.
black, so it's fine.
having to worry whether your son or daughter
They're like,
came
yes,
home
they're
from
in
walking
jail.
down the street,
Lock
playing in
those.
the park,
No,
or
I'm
just
not.
driving the car.
I can say it. I can say it
Yes,
on
you.
YouTube. I can say it
Never had to
anywhere.
have that
I
talk.
can say it everywhere, and I won't even get a strike
talk.
for it. But had I
Brown
been
and
of
black
caucus
parents have had to have
origin,
with their children.
immediately channel taken
Bo,
down.
Hunter, Ashley, my children. I never had to have the talk with them.
Hmm?
I never had to tell them if a police officer pulls you over.
Yes,
Turn your interior
that
lights
sounds
on.
unfair to me. Let the white people say no.
Don't make sure your
You gotta
license.
start with all that.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Imagine having to worry like that every single time your kid got in a car. Here's what Tyree's mother shared with me when I spoke to her. When I asked her how she finds the courage to carry on and speak out. With the faith of God, she said her son was, quote, a beautiful soul, and something good will come of this. Imagine how much courage and character that takes. It's up to
Quite a
us,
lot.
to all of us. We all want the same thing. Neighborhoods free of violence. Law enforcement who earns the community's trust.
Mm-hmm.
Just as every cop, when they pin on that badge in the morning, has a right to be able to go home at night, so does everybody else out there. Our children have a right to come home safe.
Not to be insensitive, right? Because obviously this is like a whole sweet moment where he's trying to like appeal to the son. But there's got to be at least a few Republicans there who are like, well, if those cops weren't black, I'm just saying, there's got to be at least a few of them who are just like, if they had the good cops there, this wouldn't have been an issue. So that's all.
Drug overdoses, mental health crises, and so much more. In one sense, we ask much too much of them. I know most cops and their families are good, decent, honorable people, the
That's
vast
a fact.
majority.
That is a fact. Look at him, bro.
They
As soon as he's okay, that is the ultimate dub. He got Kevin McCarthy to clap and stand before Kamala started clapping. All he had to say
And they
was
risked
that
their
cops
lives
are normally good guys.
every time they put that shield
All the
on.
Republicans are like, yeah.
But what happened to Tyree
George
Memphis
Floyd
happens too
was.
often. We have to do better. Give law
Oh
enforcement the real training they need. Hold them to higher standards.
To higher
Help them
standards.
succeed in keeping us safe.
Law enforcement's held to
We
pretty
also
high
need
standards.
more first responders and professionals to address the
Like
growing
by
mental health,
society or by
substance abuse challenges.
like their
More
governing
resources
bodies?
to reduce violent crime and gun crime. More community intervention programs. More investment in housing, education, and job training.
Yes.
All this
Housing.
can
Keep
help
people
prevent
off the
violence in the
streets,
first
and there
place.
won't be as much
When
violent
police
crime
officers
or crime in general.
or police departments violate the public trust, they must be held accountable. With the support of the families of victims, civil rights groups, and law enforcement, I signed an executive order.
Did you just see that?
For
That
all
man
federal
looked over
officers,
at her, yelling at
banning
people
chokeholds,
below, and was like, "Let me stand before this
restricting
black lady
no-knock
beat my
warrants,
ass."
and other key elements of the George Floyd Act. Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom true. Something good must come from this. Something good.
He definitely just called Tyreek Tyler.
And all of us,
That's crazy.
Wasn't
Tyler,
his family in the
all of
stand?
us.
He was talking for a while. Look at the dad, just completely stoic. Just completely
Folks, it's
stoic. He's
difficult,
just
but
like
it's simple.
unmatched
Exactly the
perspicacity.
same.
No, but his wife
We
is like
need
yelling
to
at the
rise to
Republicans
this
below
moment.
her. I don't know if she's saying that,
We can't
but she's
turn
like,
away.
"Stand up, stand up."
Let's do what we know in our hearts.
And he just stand there and just
We
like,
need to do.
this is fucking stupid.
Let's come together to
'Cause,
finish
like,
the job on police reform.
I get that he's gonna be. He was
Do
gonna have
something.
this speech regardless of
Do
whether they're there or
something.
not. But now they're just kind of being
That was the
used
plea
as
of
like
parents who lost their children in Uvalde. I met with every one
not
of them.
propaganda, but just like
Do
a
something about gun violence.
shiny like look what I brought.
Thank
type
God.
thing.
Thank God we did. Passing the most sweeping gun safety law in 3 decades.
See, you say gun laws, none of the Republicans
That
are clapping
includes
now.
things
They're like,
like
he fucked it
That the
up.
majority of responsible gun owners
laws.
already support.
We should all have
Enhanced
guns.
background checks for 18 to 21 years old. Red flag laws, keeping guns out of the hands of people who are a danger to themselves and others. But we know
Yes,
our work is not
stop all
done.
these school shootings.
Joining us tonight is Brandon Say, a 26-year-old hero. Brandon put his college dreams on hold to be at his mom's side. His mom's side when she was dying from cancer.
Another shiny toy.
Brandon,
She looking
Brandon
around
now
like,
works in a
why
dance
this-
studio started by his grandparents.
Why this Asian boy
2 weeks
getting more
ago,
claps than me?
During the Lunar New Year celebrations, he heard the studio
I need
door
to be
close.
I down.
He saw a man standing there pointing.
I am a dog
Semi-automatic
that bites
pistol at
people for fun.
He thought he was going to die, but he thought about the people inside. And in that instant, he found the courage to act and wrestled a semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman who had already killed 11 people in another dance studio.
Maybe
11.
he should have wrestled it away a bit sooner.
He saved lives.
All right, dude.
It's time we do the same. Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now.
Ban assault weapons.
Once and for all.
No, I don't know, man. Can't get behind that one. Can't get behind that
I
one.
led the fight to do that in 1994. In 10 years, that ban was law and mass shootings went down. After we let it expire in the Republican administration, mass shootings tripled. Let's finish the job and ban these assault weapons. And let's also come together on immigration. Make it a bipartisan issue once again.
Yeah, let's stop letting people in the country when we've identified that we have a
now
massive
have
housing
a record
crisis.
number of personnel working to secure the border.
Yes.
Seizing over 23,000 pounds of fentanyl in just the last several months. We've launched a new border plan last month. Although
You guys are
more than
fucking
federal
murderers.
states are enforcing extreme
Look
abortion
at him. Look
bans.
at him.
Make no mistake about it. If Congress passes a national ban,
Still a
I will
murderer, man.
veto it.
Same thing. You're just Ted Bundy.
But let's also pass.
Psychopath. Psychopathy. It's
Ted
crazy.
Bundy killed
Let's
actual
also
living
pass the
women.
Bipartisan Equality Act to ensure
Did you just assume
LGBTQ
all of their genders?
LGBTQ
Wow. Oh, he just said
Americans,
LGBTQ.
especially
And bro, that's
live with safety and
crazy.
dignity.
Like literally,
Our
as I
strength-
said, assume genders. I heard LGBTQ. Yikes.
Our strength is not just the example of our power, but the power of our example. Let's remember the world's watching.
Oh, sorry. The iguanas and the aliens. My bad. I forgot the IA. Don't forget the fucking plus. Don't forget the plus. They're being exclusionary, my
Death
guy.
and destruction Europe suffered in World War II. Putin's invasion has been a test for the ages.
Who the hell are those guys?
Test for America.
The Navies?
Test for the
That
world.
I sound like a fucking nerd just now. Are those the
Would we stand for
Navies?
the most basic
What are
of
you
principles?
talking about?
Would we stand for sovereignty? We stand for the right of people to live free of tyranny.
We stand
We
for the right of
stand for the
American
defense
people.
of democracy.
When you're saying people, please throw the word
Such
American
defense
in
matters
front
to
of it.
us because it
We
keeps
cannot
peace
protect all
and
people.
prevents
Not even
open
all people
season on
want to
would-be
be here.
aggressors and threatens our prosperity.
Even some of the people here don't want to be here.
1 year later, we know the answer. Yes, we
What?
would, and we did. We did. And together,
We're talking about South America right
we did
now.
what America always
We're gonna talk
does in
about
our
South
best
America.
interest. We led.
You know what,
United
Biden?
Nations.
Bomb South America.
Oh my God.
right
stood
now, I
against
want
Putin's aggression.
Brazil
We
evaporated
stood with
off of
Ukrainian
the map.
people tonight.
Now
Once
what are
again joined by
Brazilians doing to
Ukrainians
you?
ambassador to
They
the
were
United
corrupt
States.
as fuck.
She represents not
Brazil,
her, just her nation.
they had their
but
own
the courage of her
January
people.
6th.
Our ambassador is here. United, we're united in our support of your country.
What's January
Would you
6th?
stand so we can all take a
One of
look at
them,
you?
one of them pleasant folks stormed
Thank
the
you.
Capitol. Okay, you're fucking racist.
Because we're going to
They
stand
were
with
all that
you
color.
They were all that
as
color.
long
All
as
the
it
ones
takes.
that-
They were majority that
All
color.
the ones that-
Racist. Racist.
Everything that popped up in my video was of that color.
Our nation's working for
Just like
more
how they
freedom,
say
more
everything
dignity,
that every
more
person that
peace,
gets arrested
not just in Europe but
for
everywhere.
dealing coke and
Before I
shooting their
came to
neighbors,
office, the
all I
story
see
was
is black
about
people.
how
White
the
people don't do that.
People's Republic of China was increasing its power.
They
And
don't.
America was failing in the world.
They just see black
Not
people. man.
anymore.
All the people they see are black.
We made clear, and I made in my personal conversations, which have been
What
many,
is clear,
with
Biden?
President Xi,
Clear.
that we seek competition, not conflict. But I will
Oh,
make
fuck
no
off.
apology.
Don't talk to
that
President
we're
Xi.
investing in
Xi
making
Jinping is who
America
you're talking
stronger.
about?
Investing
President
in
Xi
American innovation and
Jinping.
industries that will define the future.
That sound like a trustworthy
that China
name to you?
intends to be dominated. Investing in our alliances and working with our allies.
China
to protect
intends
advanced
to
technologies
eradicate
will
us
not be
off of the
used
face
against
of this
us.
earth within the next
Modernizing
25
our
to 30
military
years.
to safeguard stability and deter aggression.
We should
Today,
not be partnering
we're the
with them
strongest position
whatsoever.
in decades to
They've
compete
made their
with China
intent
or anyone
quite
else
clear.
in the world. Anyone else in the world.
We do need competition, though.
And I'm committed.
Yeah, then we just had to shoot down 2 of their balloons out of our airspace. Well, the last
I'm
time we
committed to
allowed
work
people
with
into our
China where we
airspace,
can advance American
9/11.
interests and benefit the world. But make no mistake about it. As we made clear last week, if
Imagine a
China
Chinese
threatens our
9/11.
sovereignty, we
They wouldn't
will
even use
act to
people.
protect our
They
country.
would just fly
and we
balloons
did.
over and just start fucking laser beaming people. I don't know how they get it done, but they do it. They wouldn't even kill us. They just like blind us so that our eyes look like theirs.
Let's be clear.
You have a question with this
Winning the
class?
competition should unite all of us.
You have a dumb.
We
So
face
you're
serious
acknowledging the
challenges
question
across
is
the
dumb,
world.
and you're
Yes.
still gonna ask it.
But
Go
in the
for it.
past
Yeah,
2
go.
years, democracies have become stronger, not weaker.
They were coming from
Autocracies grown weaker, not.
I thought they were coming from within the state. I thought they were flying from out of the country.
No, they were flying from within the country.
Oh,
They just weren't American people.
What that mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
just-
That's what I was. That was.
Stepping up,
yeah.
spending more.
Last time
and
we
doing
allowed
more.
non-American people in our
Look.
airspace. Sorry,
The bridges we're forming between partners in the Pacific and those in the
I'm
Atlantic,
not gonna go there.
and
I'm
those
pretty
who
sure the
bet
CIA
against America
sanctioned
are
the
learning
invasion.
how wrong they are.
And
It's
the FBI.
never, ever been a good bet to bet against America. Never.
It's never. Yeah, no. You don't want to do that. When them, I'm telling you, when the niggas from the bayou show up, it's different. Niggas that chew straw for fun. or they're all chanting USA.
Well,
White power. What? You just might as well.
when I came
Might
to
as well.
office, most assured that bipartisanship assumed was impossible.
Yeah, don't
I
count
never
USA
believed
out though. That's a terrible.
That's
idea.
why a year
China
ago I
actually
offered a unity
like are like,
exam
yes,
to
we've
the nation
corrupted
last
all
year.
their citizens' minds.
We made real
You have
progress
done
today.
nothing but anger
We passed a
the
law making
real
it
white
easy for
people
doctors
that live here, like the real white niggas that are like, I
We
will
passed
die for this bitch. You
the
just
gun
made them
safety law,
angrier.
making historic investments in mental health.
Very angry.
We launched the
That's not
ARPA-H
smart.
drive for breakthrough in the fights against cancer, Alzheimer's, and diabetes, and so much more. We passed the Heath Robinson Pact Act, named after the late Iraq War veteran whose story about exposure to toxic burn kits I shared here last year.
Yep. Something Iraq. Fuck Iraq. Fuck every non-American country. Fuck UK, bro.
I understand
That's what we should be
something about
fighting.
those burn
We
pits,
should just
but there's so
continue to
much
fight
more
the
to
United
do.
Kingdom. I don't know what
can
they
do it
did, but
together.
just their teeth
Joining us tonight
bothersome.
is a father named
Just
Doug
infuriating.
from Newton, New Hampshire. He wrote Jill, my wife, a letter, and me as well, about his courageous daughter, Courtney. A
You wrote your
contagious
wife a
laugh,
letter?
his sister's best
I
friend,
don't know,
her
man.
sister's best friend.
Like
He
you're trying to
shared the
pipe
story
me,
all
bro.
too familiar to millions of Americans and many of you in the audience. Courtney discovered pills in high school
Courtney discovered pills in
and
high school.
spiraled into
Yikes.
addiction
Yeah, that's
and eventually
never...
death from a fentanyl overdose.
She died. Yikes.
She's just 20 years old.
20?
Describing the last 8 years
Fentanyl?
without her, Doug said, "There's no worse pain." Yet their family has turned pain to purpose, working to end the
Definitely your worst
stigma.
pain, Doug. I'm sorry.
change
I'm
laws.
not a good person.
He
I
told us he
apologize.
wants to
But
start a
there's
journey
definitely a
toward
worse
American
pain.
recovery. Doug, we're with you. Fentanyl is killing more than 70,000 Americans a year. Big, you got it.
Let's not be
So
racist.
let's launch a major surge to stop fentanyl production and the sale and trafficking with more drug detection machines, inspection cargo, stop pills and powder at the border.
Yes. Yes. Say at the border,
Working
you got the
with
Republicans
couriers
on
like
board
FedEx
too.
to inspect more packages for drugs. Strong penalties to crack down on fentanyl trafficking. Second, let's do more on mental health, especially for our children. When millions of young people are struggling with bullying, violence, trauma,
Oh
give them
God.
greater access to
Bullying.
mental health care, to
How you
schools.
jump from drug
We
addiction
must
to
finally hold
bullying?
social media companies accountable for experimenting or running children for profit.
Yes.
It's time to
Hold
pass
so
bipartisan
yes.
legislation
He's got the Republicans
to
on board
stop
again.
big tech
Yes.
from collecting
Stop these
personal
social
data on our
media
kids
companies from
and teenagers
destroying the
online.
minds of children. Just say it. Just say you're gonna ban
targeted
TikTok.
advertising to children.
He said ban
And
targeted
impose stricter
advertising.
limits
Not just
on
say
the personal
ban
data that companies
TikTok.
collect on
Just
all of
switch
us.
the word from targeted
Third,
advertising to TikTok.
Let's do more to
Please.
keep this nation's one's
You
truly
suck.
sacred obligation.
Just say it.
To
Just
equip
we
those
know
send
who
into harm's way
runs
and
it.
care for them and their families
What do you?
when they
Because
come
you're friends
home.
with President Xi
Job
Jinping?
training, job placement for veterans
on, bro.
and their spouses as they come to return to civilian life. Helping veterans afford the rent because no one should be homeless in America, especially someone who
Are you on
served the
TikTok?
country.
she just closed it and put her phone down. Oh my God.
Why are you saying it so aggressive?
Because he just talked about banning targeted advertising to
Dennis
children.
McDuckett,
You're not even
Not
a
a
child.
child.
here of the VA.
Ridiculous.
We had a first real discussion when I asked him to take the job. I'm glad he did.
Ridiculous.
We were losing up to 25 veterans a day on suicide. Now we're
25
losing
veterans a
17
day
day
to suicide?
the
That
silent
sounds
scourge
like...
of suicide.
How many veterans are
17
there?
veterans a day are committing suicide. More than all the people being killed in the wars. Folks, VA is doing everything it can, including expanding mental health screening, proven programs that recruits veterans to help other veterans understand what they're going through, get them the help they need. We got to do more.
That's
And
a
fourth,
fact, man. Veterans do not get enough
last year,
assistance
Jill
in this
and I
country.
reignited the cancer
That's
moonshot.
why less people are going to the
that I was
military. There's
able
like
to start with
genuinely
President
no
Obama
benefit
asking
left.
to
Like,
lead
what are
our
you even
administration
protecting?
on this issue. Our goal is to cut the cancer death
Blue-haired
rates
fat bitches who are gonna tell you that you
at
shouldn't
least
have
by
went to war in the
50% in the
first
next
place because they
25
don't need
years.
you.
Turn more cancers from death sentences to treatable diseases. Provide more support for patients and their families. It's personal to so many of us in this
I
audience.
feel like if my channel becomes monetized,
Joining us,
right? Like, if and
Morris
when, because it's gonna
Candice,
happen. If
an
and when,
Irishman
I'm
and the
gonna have
daughter
to
of
delete
immigrants
so
from
many
Panama.
of these videos.
They met and fell in love in New York City and got married in the same chapel Jill and I got married in New York City. Kindred spirits. He wrote us a letter about his little daughter Ava, and I saw her just before I came over. She was just a year old when she was diagnosed with rare kidney disease, cancer. After 26 blood transfusions, 11 rounds of radiation, 8 rounds of chemo, 1 kidney removed, given a 5% survival rate. He wrote how in the darkest moments he thought, if she goes,
Shit.
I can't stay. Many of you have been through that as well. Jill and I understand that like so many of you. And he read Jill's book describing our family's cancer journey and how we tried to steal moments of joy where we could with Bo. For them, that glimmer of joy was the half smile of their baby girl. It meant everything to them. They never gave up hope. Little Ava never gave up hope. She turns 4 next month.
This guy knows how to tell a sad story.
They just found
Good
out
shit, man.
Ava's beating the odds, is on her way to being cured of cancer. And she's watching from the White House tonight and she's not asleep already.
Oh, he's got her at the White House
For the
chilling.
lives we can save.
That's lit.
For the lives we can save and the lives we've lost,
Fuck.
let this be a truly American moment that rallies the country and the world together and proves that we can still do big things. 20 years ago, under the leadership of President Bush and countless advocates and champions, he undertook a bipartisan effort through PEPFAR to transform the global fight against HIV/AIDS. It's been a huge success. He thought big. He thought large. He moved.
Yes, sir. My guy Bush with
I
the.
believe we can do
All
the
right,
same
let's
thing
kill
with
some
cancer.
Afghans. That's my dude.
Let's end cancer as we know it. Cure some cancers once and for all. Folks, there's one
Cure
reason why
some
we've been able to
cancers
do
once
all of
and
these
for all.
things.
I don't know. Biden might get
Our democracy
smashinated
itself.
soon. He's talking about
It's
curing
the most
cancer.
fundamental thing of all.
I don't think I can say those
democracy.
two words close to each other
Everything's
without
possible.
fucking Secret Service
Nothing.
pulling up. So
Nothingness.
let me quote
The
that.
last few years, our democracy has been threatened and attacked, put at risk, put to the test in this very room on January the 6th. And then just a few months ago, an unhinged big lie, assailant unleashed a political violence, the home of the then Speaker of the House of Representatives, using the very same language the insurrectionists used as they stalked these halls and chanted on January 6th. Here tonight in this chamber is a man who bears the scars of that brutal attack, but is as tough and as strong, as resilient as they get.
This dude
friend
looks
Paul
like
Stanley.
he owns the mafia. Who the fuck is this dude? Looks like he would just go, and 13 people would just come and beat the shit out of you. Who is that? He got the top hat that they take off right before they order your assassination.
But such a heinous act should have never
Nice
happened.
suit though.
We must all speak out. There's no place for political violence in America. We have to protect
There's
the right to
nothing to do
vote,
with
not
me.
suppress the fundamental
There's
right.
nothing to do.
Honor the results of
There's
our
nothing
election,
to
not
do with
the
me.
will of the people. We have to uphold the rule of law and restore trust in our institutions of democracy. And we must give hate and extremism in any form no safe
Just
harbor.
make sure I'm recording. Great content. Great, phenomenal content. Because I know I'm not gonna be
Democracy.
guilty. So just,
Must not be a partisan issue.
I'm gonna have the thumbnail like
It's an American
while they're
issue.
like breaking through.
Every generation of Americans has faced a
It'll be
moment where they
legendary.
have been called to protect our democracy, defend it, stand up for it. And this is our moment. My fellow Americans,
My fellow
we meet
Americans, you
tonight
sound
in
just
an
like
inflection
Obama.
point. One of
Remember,
those
if you ain't
moments
black,
that only a few
I mean, you did
generations
do
ever
8
face,
years with them.
where the direction we now take is
Not
going to
besties.
decide the course of this nation for decades to come. We're not bystanders of history. We're not powerless before the
We
forces that
are
confront us.
history. Tell him,
Within our
Schmo.
power of we the people.
We the people.
We're facing
I
the
don't know
test of
about
our
that one.
time.
I don't know,
We
man.
have to be the nation we've always been at our best. Optimistic, hopeful, forward-looking.
Thank
The
you.
nation that embraces
Even
light
when
over
America
dark,
was facing
over
extinction, we
fear,
were
unity
optimistic.
over duty,
Now,
stability
even the
over chaos.
Republicans are just so
We have to see
Debbie
each other
down.
not as
Everybody just,
enemies,
oh, the
but as
world's
fellow
going to
Americans.
shit.
We're good people. The only nation in the world
just
built
need
on
to-
an idea. The
See
only
this color?
one.
Hit that red button on somebody. It'll make everybody feel better. We'll be like, oh my God, we just killed so many people. Let's all love each other.
Other nations are defined by geography, ethnicity.
Listen, Japan, you
We're
might
the
have
only
to
nation
take
based
another
on
one,
an
bro.
idea.
Like, just do something to us so we can get
But
mad
all
and
of
take
us,
our anger out on
Every
somebody.
one of us is created
Someone's got to
equal in the
catch the
image of God.
spade for America to unite and love
A
each other.
nation
again.
that stands as a beacon of the world. A
I think
nation
it's China's turn.
in a new age of
They don't need
possibilities.
that many people.
So I've come to
Jesus
fulfill my
Christ.
constitutional obligation to report in the State of the Union. And here's my report. Because the soul of this nation is strong, because the backbone of this nation is strong, because the people of this nation are strong, the State of the Union is strong.
Yeah. What he said. He said because the backbone of the nation is strong, and because the people of the nation are strong, the State of the Union is strong. And like 13 people are clapping.
I'm not new to this
Everybody else is like, I don't
I
know,
stand
man.
here tonight,
Fuck you, bro.
having served as long as about any one of
You
you
didn't say
who ever
enough
served
Republican
here.
stuff.
But I've never been more optimistic about our future, about the future of America. We just have to remember who we are. We're the United States of America, and there's nothing beyond our capacity if we
Thank
do it
you.
together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.
Yes. God bless you and our troops. Yes. But I did. But no? Okay. Nobody's chance. His movements are just so protected. Even his steps, he's like if he steps too hard, his femur is shattering. Okay, this is over. Jesus Christ, just watching him walk. I'm pretty sure he just ran, and the Secret Service was like,
I swear to God, I thought he was just gonna fall down that step. The way that he stepped down, I thought he was gonna fall.
his step down like a half a step looks like when I like step up 3 steps at once and you have to like take a giant step. It look like he's going to die. You're useless. Listen, I'm gonna zoom in on this bitch. You're get eye level with me. Look this way. You're useless. Fucking, I hate her.
Did you see everyone's reaction to Biden's wife at the Grammys?
Biden's wife was at the Grammys?
Yeah, she was one of the presenters.
What?
I don't know
Jill
why.
Biden presented at the
She
Grammys?
was one of the presenters.
What is...
And their face, like people's facial reaction was very funny.
What did they do? Because she's white? Fucking
No,
racist.
Because they just don't like her. So
Why? Because she's fucking white.
You don't know that that's the reason.
That's
It just
definitely
could be because
why.
they don't like the way that her husband is running the country.
Why? Because he's white. If it was Obama, they would.
If it was Obama, people
Exactly.
are still having people right now are having issues with how Obama treated this country.
Precisely my point. But if it was Obama at the Grammys, if it was Michelle Obama at the Grammys,
oh, if it was Michelle Obama, ain't nobody gonna be
so
mad.
it's because she's
Nobody's
black.
gonna be mad.
Because she's black. Fucking racist.
No, it's not because she's black.
Racist.
It's because who doesn't love Michelle?
Me?
Why?
What is her purpose? That
She actually
big back
did shit
bitch.
versus Melania.
Like what?
Is
Like
it
what?
Melania? Melania?
I don't know.
What's her
She
name?
did shit like what?
She did the
Ruin
food
school
flipping.
lunch? Yeah, ruining school lunch.
At least she did something. What did Trump's wife do?
Not making things worse is better than making things worse.
She just sat there and didn't even look pretty.
She sat there. Yeah, that's her job. The first
But
first
at least
lady
sit there and
doesn't.
look pretty. She didn't even look pretty.
That's hard to do. Michelle Obama looks like a man.
That's racist.
Michelle Obama looks like a man.
No, she doesn't.
She is built physically superior to Obama even. Her back structure
She could just be even more physically fit than Obama himself.
is not physically fit. She is
Physically fit.
she is
Physically
biologically
fit.
fit because she is biologically a man. is what's happening.
Are you trying to say she's a transgender?
She might be.
Really? So how did she biologically give birth to 2 children?
Because she identified as a woman. So God gave
That
her the
shit,
right.
no.
She-
No.
she
Just because you identify as a
her
woman does not
identity.
mean you can birth a child.
Wow, you sound crazy.
You cannot
you
birth a
sound
child.
crazy right now. Wow, I am telling the IA of the last part of that.
I just told them myself.
I'm gonna show you back. I'm gonna show you the muscles on this woman's back. She is yoked. This is taking forever.
She have a swimmer's back?
First of all, swimmer's back? No, she has a UFC grappler's back. It's not just about swimming. She looks like she carries Obama to bed on her back. Do you see this? Look at the muscle. Hold on. Look at the muscle definition in this woman's back. And then for those arms, she's yoked. She's just yoked.
You
in
could
general.
be a fit woman.
She is built better than Amanda Nunes is built, and that is crazy to me. That is crazy. I just spelled Amanda crazy. Amanada. Like, just all right. Look at the actual woman she's next to. Okay.
What do you mean the actual woman?
Because this is a woman, and that is Michelle Obama. that's what I'm trying to show you. Okay, I'm gonna
You sound intimidated.
By Michelle Obama.
You're over here saying that that's a woman because she's not even showing her back.
If she was here in person, I probably wouldn't be saying this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to get bench pressed. Okay, I'm not trying to get.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to get folded by a male woman. Yes, I am quite intimidated.
I'm gonna turn the horse.
I'm not saying that's what you get. But Michelle Obama would. Look at Amanda Nunes. Okay, look at her arms. You see like the silhouette of her arms. See if I can get like a. You see these arms. This is the arms of a trained killer. Okay, a trained killer.
Bitch.
Amanda Nunes. And
Bitch.
this is the arms of someone who would kill said trained killer. Because she is not a bad bitch. She is a bad nigga, is what she is. Look at her elbows. I don't know a lot of females that have elbows like that. That's just I'm just making a point. I'm pretty sure isn't this is that Melania? No, that's one of the UK people.
Kate.
That's this girl.
Kate.
Kate Upton?
Is it? No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure Kate Upton's a porn star. Just look how wide
would
her,
come out
her
of his
back
death.
is
And
mad
this is
wide.
that one something that she's hoping for.
Yes, that her son has a beautiful soul and something good will come.
Talking to people. Jesus Christ. Let me get this on. Oh shit. Look at his face. That nigga looked like he about to have a stroke. Jesus. Okay. Well, State of the Union. I mean, it went well. It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. He was very coherent. He didn't stumble too much. He had the Republicans clapping quite a lot. He just had to say a few buzzwords, throw a hard R in there, and they were rocking with him. Kevin McCarthy though, I would say he stood up like 7 times. He's the new Speaker of the House. Do you know who the old Speaker of the House was? Do you know the name Nancy Pelosi?
Oh, she's not that anymore?
No, she's not the Speaker of the House anymore. It's now a Republican. So, let's say hypothetically, Nancy Pelosi.
I don't pay attention to
You're
the
not hearing all the
politics.
shit she used to talk about Trump, like
I
to his
don't
face.
pay attention.
But just so if we get a Republican president in 2024, we will have the Speaker of the House, the Congress,
So you mean what Trump wanted it to
and
be?
the president. Yeah, and guess who can run for presidency
Trump.
in 2024?
He's going.
It's
to.
looking like a good 2024, boys.
He's going.
It's
to.
gonna be pretty solid. It's gonna be pretty solid.
He's
President
going
Trump's
to. And
gonna
then
come
what's it
back.
called? There was this interview that I saw that like
Kanye is gonna be his first lady, and
You said who?
Kanye West is going to be President Trump's first lady. It's gonna be lit.
Hey,
It's gonna be a great 2024.
I saw this video of like Candace always talking about like because there was this interview that like happened with Joe Biden where they were asking him like what do you feel like what do you think about the people that are like not supporting you right now or don't want you to run for election in 2024?
Saying that to
this
who?
and
To
that.
Kanye?
No, to like
To Biden? Okay,
Yeah.
what did he say?
they were asking him like how does he feel like about people not liking him and like people not wanting him to run for president again, this and that, and then he was just like watching. So then she started laughing and was just like, you know what, I'm gonna show you.
Who, Biden?
I'm gonna show you the video.
Biden's gonna run again. Yeah,
He said that he was
gonna
gonna run again.
He's gonna lose. My guy,
Based off of the video that I saw.
my guy said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I mean, like,
Not everybody in the what?
that is I'm pretty sure that's a quote from President Joe Biden. And Kamala Harris applauded him for saying that. Applauded him.
I thought she wasn't black.
What are you trying to say? Full black people not black?
No.
Wow.
'Cause they are.
Crazy. So first, if you identify as a woman, you can't have kids. And now this, like, yikes, dude. This sounded like you sound like you own the KKK. I'm just saying, man. Racist. Racist and sexist. Or genderist.
Said the one that wanted to give white people the hard R pass.
That's not racist.
The hard R though?
That's not racist.
Well, why would
Because
you
freedom
wanna
of
do that, though?
speech. Freedom of speech. What happened to freedom of speech? I'm just saying.
As long as
I
you
can
wanna-
say
as long
nigger.
As long I know you can, but
Out
as long
loud.
as long as you knocking them people out,
What am I knocking them out for? That's not freedom of speech.
no, it is freedom of speech. You could say whatever you want, just be prepared for the consequences.
No, freedom of speech is being able to say what you want without consequence.
There's a consequence to everything, positive or negative.
I don't know. Like me saying that
What video was I
woman
looking for?
walked
Can't
across
remember.
the street. What was the consequence to me saying that?
You said it.
That woman walked across the street. No consequences.
You're so annoying.
I'm just saying, no consequences. And if if I said that nigger walked across the street, no consequences. No consequences. But if President Joe Biden said that, quite a lot of consequences. Even if Tom from middle school said that, every dude named Jamari would kick him in his teeth. So, consequences, man. Jamari. Okay.
Why you look
Fucking
like
weird.
you said it?
What, the name Jamari? I didn't invent it though. You could have thought that it was a cute name before that.
But I've never heard
No, okay. So you're white. And
it. Well,
never heard the name Jamari. Alright, well, I only had the plan to watch the State of the Union, so now I have to find something entertaining either to comment on, or I'm just going to end the live stream. One or the other. Oh, hey, look. It's my live stream. It's my live stream on my YouTube page. It's pretty cool. I want to show that. You see that edit?
right
though?
here.
That is
That's why I
elite
didn't like it.
level editing right there. Elite level. You see that? Head fits perfectly on Joe Biden's neck. Elite.
Look.
Hold on. Show back there.
What is your message to them, and how does that factor into your final decision about whether or not to run?
What is she doing?
Just watch.
To those 2/3.
Watch me.
Nothing you say back
Sounds like exactly what Donald Trump would say, Candace.
Angry and frustrated, but I'm just learning to laugh at this. I'm learning to laugh because it is the only way to get through it. I mean, he doesn't care. He's made it abundantly clear he doesn't care if you're suffering. He doesn't care if you don't like him. He doesn't care if you don't think he's the right man to run 2024. Your opinion means nothing to your president.
Okay, but you weren't saying this when Trump, if someone went to Trump and was like, 99% of college students are saying they're not going to vote for you if you run in 2024. What do you think about that? I don't care. I don't care what any of them say. I'm the best president in existence. He would say the exact same thing. She's a dick rider, bro. Hashtag not my president. But when people were, okay, you know what? When people were tweeting that to Donald Trump, you don't get to decide, yada yada. Bro, you just hood hopping.
Wait, they've been doing that from the moment that Biden was elected because we were doing that to Trump.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they criticized the phrase when it was used before, but then used it as a joke or whatever against him.
Yeah.
Clown world. Candace Owens, you're intelligent, you're successful, powerful black woman. All power to you. You're a clown. You're a coon, actually. You're a coon, my love.
Me?
No, you're not even black.
Oh, that's why I was just like.
I'm talking
But
about
even
Candace
then,
Owens.
who are you calling that?
Candace Owens. White Lives Matter. Coon. You're a coon.
Kanye had that on too.
Coon. He's a fucking coon. A half of like the far right black community would call him a coon. The other half would support him. And I belong to both groups. He's a coon, but I love him. I love him the same way he loves Hitler. I love Hitler a little bit more than I love Kanye. My channel's gonna get deleted. My channel is going to get deleted. But just a little bit more.
You know, just for the fact that you're over here trying to twist my words in the other topic, I'm so happy that this popped up. So happy. Because the FBI is gonna come running down here talking about, oh, so you were talking about Biden's assassination and you love Hitler more than you love Kanye. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Sounds, yep. Let me just, yep, sounds exactly like what I said. Yeah, that sounds like exactly what I said. I am not sure if this is going to be allowed to even like upload. The moment I hit end stream, I'm not even gonna be allowed on YouTube. This should have been on Rumble. This definitely should have been on Rumble. Yikes. Well, really quickly, let's just watch Sneeko get sturdy to Hitler music real quick, and then we'll just end it off. We'll just end it off there.
Sneeko doing his dance ritual for right there.
No, but I think this is just to regular music, though.
Oh.
I don't think
What
this
do
is
you mean
gonna.
by Hitler music?
You've never seen Sneeko get sturdy to.
Well, I don't pay attention to Sneeko unless I'm hungry.
Why is there no audio? They call this a dance ritual, by the way, and he's just getting sturdy. That's not a ritual. That's New York dance originated. There's no audio. That's doing it.
Tape?
Yeah, because he said free to talk. Yeah, free to talk.
I didn't see the bottom part.
Bro, the fact that there's absolutely no audio is making this very difficult to play. Like, very difficult. Also, it's like hard to, well, actually if I do this and put it here, face, wait, actually where am I over here? I'm gonna move my face over here. Okay. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Alright, I'm just gonna search it. I'm not gonna put Hitler music. I'm just gonna put German music. I'm hoping they know exactly what I'm talking about. The only reason it's lagging is because I've been uploading this video for like 3 hours.
I was about to say, because I'm not even on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. This video has been taking forever to upload. But then I was also live streaming while trying
Oh
to
my god,
upload.
he looks crazy.
Yeah, that's 493 views is crazy. This channel must not be large like at all. Bing! Oh, it's because I'm using Windows Explorer. Oh, that's why it wasn't playing, because I muted Biden.
Even if you are not ready for
Hold
the
up,
day,
hold up.
they cannot.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Even if you are not ready.
That quality, yoked. Okay, we're gonna switch this over to 1080p and we're gonna wait.
Why doesn't that do that on
It would if I wasn't uploading a video and running a live stream and yeah. Basically, if I had like the cracked Wi-Fi that the streamers had, wouldn't be an issue. I don't think. Although some of them I do see like their videos fucking up. But it'll like you'll start the video, it'll be low quality, and then it'll automatically jump to the highest quality. What'd you say?
I said I'm sorry.
Heat exhaustion? Let's see.
Not everybody was born near the.
Even if
They should be. Fucking losers. Were you born in the Antarctica though? You were born. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say you were born in Puerto Rico. That's literally near the equator.
No, where was it?
Yeah, fucking.
I was born in Connecticut.
Culture vulture. Okay. Okay.
This bitch.
Get 30,
even
my guy.
if you are not ready for the day,
They
cannot always be nice.
No,
Even
you
if
have
you
to.
are
Hold
not
on.
ready.
You take one of the earpods. You have to hear this nigga. Right.
Even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be nice.
Bro, you look at his chat, they're literally just like www999 Whitler, like bro, you cannot.
Why is he screaming?
For all the therapy people, don't you feel a little bit better after that? So
Yes, that in replacement of therapy, 24/7. If you just listen to Hitler music and watch Nico Gets 30 to it, it cures all illnesses, mental and physical. That's what my doctor told me. But it's the W Hitlers in the chat. Like that's gotta go, bro. You like that's gotta go, bro. W Hitler is crazy. Oh my! I don't know who this is. Who the hell is that? When did this stream even happen? The clip I watched of him doing this was solo. He wasn't even with anybody. Who's Erica? Yerika? Yerika? Who the fuck is Yerika? I'm 6. I'm like, oh, that's because of the song. Okay. Oh god, Sneeko. Oh my god, I fucking love this man. Speaking of Wiko, hold on. Wiko in the chat, man. Wiko in the chat. Free Top G. We're focused on the real issues now. We're not focusing on American problems and how America's going to be great again. That's pretty much what that entire speech was. If you paid attention, that entire speech was just about him making America great again. He just didn't use the phrase. Biden is Trump. Trump is Biden. They're the same person. Hey, hold on. My guy is live right now. Shout out to Winiko. When Nico's in the chat. He's got a live stream right now going titled Free Top G, Justin Waller on at 8:30, Luke Belmar on at 9:30, reactions Omigo Bumbleclat. Bro, he burn the Quran. Bro, hold on. Bro, I literally just look at this man's chat. Burn the Quran. In Islam, witchcraft equals death penalty. Ask Luke Belmar if you can detox from the vaccine for the people who took it. Can you detox from the vaccine? Are you dumb? Are you dumb, bro? How long has it been since if you got boosters and shit like and it was recent, it's still in your system. at some point it runs out of your system, bro. Do you know how vaccines work? That's why you have to take a yearly flu vaccine or flu shot. Because after a while, it no longer affects your immune system and it reverts back to the bitch-made state it was in before you took it. It grew from 41 billion to 81 billion. What did? Your mom's body count? Got him! I'm too nice. Bro, what is happening in this chat? Jesus is God. Jesus is God. Burn the Quran. Like, Jesus is God. Burn the Quran. L religion spamming. Jesus is a messenger of God. Burn Pfizer to the ground. Bro, Sneeko, I'm a senior in high school. My friend got suspended for what? For doing the Tate hand sign in
I
our
don't even get
senior
brand
pic.
deals. Celebrities, Michael Phelps, Martha Stewart, all these people are getting brand deals to go promote this.
Pink.
The hand sign in our senior pic. The female principal told him it is disrespectful towards women. The Matrix is real. I'm going to play you something really interesting. In
I'm going to show you kind of what they do
in
their whole marketing gimmick.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the whole marketing gimmick, and I'm going to break it down in real time for everybody to understand how they target society. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you guys in real time, and then we can you can clone this one, clone it, and pull up the Phelps one, and I'll give you the example.
We've seen the Phelps one.
Scroll down, because I gotta find it. Scroll.
I gotta find it.
This one.
Yeah. So read the comment section. Read her.
What is that?
Bio.
Add some behind the scenes action on what I've been up to lately with Pfizer Inc. I've had asthma my entire life. Did you know that puts me at risk for COVID? It was copy paste what they did for Michael
paste for the other one. And what did they
yeah.
do? They took generalized big ass
depression,
big ass health
asthma
things that anybody can have.
And
asthma.
now you need a COVID vaccine for stuff that everybody has these problems. But this is how big pharma makes money. This is how they monetize you for life. They give you some basic thing that you think is different than other people, and now you need a vaccine for something that everybody has.
Well, it extends. It's not even. It extends beyond that. It's the entire product line. So
okay,
it extends beyond just a jab. You need to look at things at a macro level. So I was talking to my Uber driver today, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a little bit of testosterone." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, because I'm not able to work out, and then in the meantime, it helps me burn fat. Whatever." Okay. And then he's like, "But then I had an acid reflux, so my doctor gave me another pill, but that pill had a negative effect, so then I had to take another pill to retract the effect of the second pill, and then the third pill helped me gain weight, so I had to take another thing that allowed me to lose weight, and that other thing that I started taking now doesn't let me sleep, so I need to find something else that I can take." So this guy is literally on a cocktail of medicine,
on pills for pills for pills.
He's a customer of the customer.
And then he has a new effect and a main effect and a side effect for the side effect and a pill for the side effect, and then it never stops. But this is why
the guy subscribed to everything. He's on every
raw eggs and steak every day,
dude. I'm right now on just.
He was saying
grass-fed
this
organic
guy's
steak.
Uber driver,
quinoa.
Luke Belmar. I don't know if you know who Luke Belmar is, but he was with his Uber driver. So his Uber driver was taking pills. He's taking testosterone because he has to work a lot. He can't work out as much as he likes. So he takes testosterone so that he's still building muscle or whatever. But then the testosterone he's taking, basically makes it hard for him to do this other thing. So then he takes a pill for that. Then that pill makes him lose weight. So he has to take a pill to gain the weight that he's losing from taking that other pill. But then the pill that he takes to gain the weight back makes it bad for him to sleep. So now he's looking for another pill to help him sleep. It's like you could just not do any of that, and then you wouldn't have to find a pill to deal with the side effects of the pill that you're taking to deal with the side effects of that other pill that you're taking to deal with the side effects of that other pill you're taking. Pharmaceutical.
How is that even 1.6?
Yeah, I failed everything.
They have GPA in Argentina.
Well, that's what it translated to when I came to the United States and I had my transfer records.
You got the what?
Okay, I want to check out. This is a short video from Dr. Phil going off that hand sign. Andrew Tate inspired him to come out of his shell.
Moms out there, if you have a son,
what's the context on
I
this
bet
video?
you have no idea.
Well, the context of the description says, recently, parents across America were Googling, who's Andrew Tate, making him number 3 in Google search of 2022, right behind Queen Elizabeth and Trump.
Wrong.
Tate claims to be helping young men acquire lots of money, drive luxury cars, and pick up women. However, in August 2022, Tate was banned on all social media and Uber Eats for his misogynistic viewpoints. 24-year-old Ben says he was a teen who had zero self-esteem And yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what is happening out there.
Okay.
So you might want to pull up a chair and listen.
All right. I'll do what you
Our
told me.
first guest, 24-year-old Ben, says when he was a teen, he had zero self-esteem, never got past the first date, and felt powerless with girls.
Yeah,
but he says men like Andrew Tate inspired him to break out of his shell.
A woman's primary biological role is to make kids. So the more fertile she...
Biological role, not societal role, not gender, you know, whatever. Biological, aka this is what your body does. It's not, okay, just to give you guys.
But it's funny how I heard the misogyny in that statement because I'm so because I hear the programming all the time. But what he said is objectively true.
It's like, it's actually true. Like women are the, but not just women anymore.
Men can get pregnant.
Weird, trans, whatever can have, I don't know, bro. I can't even follow
Don't
along.
try
Guys,
to
I'm
keep
trying
up
to
with
be
it, dude.
nice.
Don't
I'm trying to be understanding.
Keep up with it.
But
It's
this shit's
not
confusing.
useful. Don't try to be understanding.
Quit confusing me.
See, that's because you're a Christian. This is why people are screaming fucking praise Allah in Sneako's chat, okay? Because you're too understanding. The more understanding you are of their bullshit, the more you allow for them to spew bullshit. I say, I'm not even gonna say what else.
The prettier she is, the more feminine sexual energy she has. But for men, our primary biological purpose is to build things. A high status, high value man is a man who...
El Drip chat. Terrible.
Yeah,
drip.
that nigga is
terrible
whack.
drip, and this is a Tate fanboy. I can already tell he's a Tate
Yeah,
fanboy.
this guy is on
but an undeveloped
on the teat
one.
of Tate.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
He
but
said
this
the
primary
primary
role of a man
purpose
is to
of
build
man
shit.
is to build shit.
Who told you this? Where are you getting this
Our
information?
primary
What do you think
focus
the
is
primary
to
role of a man
hunt
is?
and
If not to
collect
build shit, and not
resources.
to create and provide.
I mean, create and provide is different than to build.
Build implies.
Yeah, but maybe he's just not articulate enough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
Let's continue. I'm also like very understanding that a lot of these people that make these quick, fast switches are also very impressionable, and it's important to understand.
you
Like
can tell
this
by
guy
his
looks
fit.
like Andrew, right? So
Does he?
no, and in the sense like he's wearing glasses, his head shaved. I don't know.
Bro,
his
if
previous...
Andrew wore this, bro, I would.
it's
If
that's
Andrew
classic. Look
wore
at
the
Peaky Blinders, bro.
French
That's normal.
fucking
Yeah,
yeah,
does-
bro,
I wonder
yo,
if he looks
I
like
shout
wonder
out
what
to the
Tristan-
Peaky
I wonder what
Blinders,
Tristan-
man.
Are you kidding me? He looks like he drinks mate.
You know what's interesting? The logo of NPR.
Mate is crazy.
It's a Matrix thing?
Brother, come on.
Okay, we're taking a tangent chat.
Tangent chat. Tangents are good.
NPR logo. I'm drinking a mate. What is this?
I'm drinking a mate.
What does it mean?
Go to images. Scroll down. Who owns PBS Kids?
I don't know. PBS?
Jeff Bezos.
NPR.
Okay.
What do the characters look like in PBS? What in the icon right there?
What is this face?
Yeah. What's the meme that looks really similar to this?
Wojak?
No, brother.
Pepe?
The meme.
Tell me, but I don't know.
The drone meme.
Oh. What's the drone meme?
The drone meme? Who is this nigga? Luke Belmar, what are you?
NPC. Is it the NPC? I call them drones. You call them NPC meme.
This dude? Yeah, well, that's Wojak, bro. That's the name of it.
I don't know, bro.
Bro, I picked it right away. Okay.
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Tangent, L tangent.
builds valuable things.
That was a
That's where his
terrible
masculine
tangent.
sexual energy comes
You
from.
suck.
So a man's gonna judge a woman first and foremost by how fertile she is. That's why men care about a woman being soft. Men care about a woman being pure and healthy and nurturing, good at cooking, cleaning, and all that jazz, while women care about a man's status and a man's value. Because that shows how good he is at building things, how good he is at taking care of his body and being strong enough to protect her and her children. It's not unfair
This dude
that
sounds like
men
a
care more about looks than
fucking
women
dork.
do. It's
Oh
just how
my
nations
god!
are.
Like he's preaching the right thing.
Wow.
But
So
this
you
dude
understand
sounds
that.
like
And
an
is he short?
absolute
The
loser.
fuck?
Bro,
Why
his
did
feet. Look at
His
his
feet
feet.
are
Why does he
dangling.
look like
No.
what are the little Willy
Feet are
Wonka
like-
helpers?
feet look like,
The
oh
Oompa
my
Loompas?
god!
Why
Who
does he
is
look like an
this
Oompa
fucking
Loompa man in a
loser?
chair?
W
Hold up.
W manlet.
Can you pull? I'm sorry, I'm tangenting.
You've been on short people for a minute.
I want a tangent, bro.
Okay,
Can
go
you
ahead.
just pull up? Can you just pull up the Willy Wonka
What,
characters?
Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa sitting on a chair, bro. Can you just give me some context here? Oompa Loompa sitting on a chair. Give me Oompa Loompa sitting on a chair, bro.
God, I'm not Jamie.
Jamie, pull it up.
Okay, yeah, bro.
Sneeko just got Jamie on his own show.
All right. Sorry, man's Oompa Looping.
Wanlet in the chat.
Yeah. How do you understand women so well?
Do not put Wanlet in the chat. I swear to God, you're a fucking loser.
He has a good question.
W Jamie, bro.
How do you understand women? So he's talking about the female nature, and this motherfucker's never interacted with a woman in the first place. That goes back to my point.
He's repeating everything you heard.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's just an impressionable
out there a lot.
Loser.
And,
look at him.
Fair share of learning.
You're telling me this is peak masculinity? I will punch this dork in his face.
Bro, why does his head look like that for
Who
real,
is
I
this?
don't know. Fuck the looks.
Dr. Phil
fuck the looks. You just made me look up an Oompa Loompa 5 seconds ago, and now it's fucked up. Now
Dr. Phil brought this guy on because he's been following
head shape, but not when it comes to his fucking Oompa Loompa feet, bro.
Perspectives, and did my best.
Bro, they did him dirty on that shot. Bro, hang on. Can you go back?
He
He's
looks
really
like
short.
Pinhead, whoa.
He's really small, bro. I feel
looks
bad
like,
for
bro,
this man.
dude looks like a fucking dork.
He's really short.
What are you doing? This is what you.
Bro,
even the team.
He brought him
You're
on.
gonna tell me you look like this?
You're such a troll. Hang on, go back. But they actually did him dirty sitting on that chair, bro. He's literally, that chair is massive.
Yeah, his feet don't reach.
No, yeah, the chair has to be huge. Bro, his feet don't reach the. Okay, but what is that chair? Why is that chair so large? Never mind. I thought he was a short motherfucker.
That's a large chair.
No, that chair is massive.
You know what he looks like? What is this movie? They're like cone-headed.
His legs still wouldn't be on the floor.
Are they called
if you see how Dr. Phil is even hanging off as much as he is.
Bro, fucking cone heads, bro.
I'm not saying that that's the sole reason.
Why are the
he didn't have self-esteem as a team. We're making it worse, bro. He's probably gonna watch this.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are fucking offing. He didn't have self-esteem.
Conehead Chinese
he
man.
felt like a loser, whatever.
And video.
And then,
sorry, bro, we're
and then he started wating Tate.
Put video. I gotta see the Chinese man singing, bro.
So Dr. Phil brought him on.
I wanted to go here.
Come on, bro. Put Schwa Tong. He's gonna be singing. They titled that shit. It's Chinese egghead.
So this is the thing, because they both support Tate, but they're like, this guy is obviously just like.
Oh yeah, there you go. 27 million views. Come on, bro, it's a hit.
That's what he's saying. He's literally that's the meme.
Oh my god.
I've read a lot and experienced a lot of
No,
different
just leave this man alone.
You're a sexual energy coach.
Yes.
You're a sexual energy coach? He's a sexual energy coach?
Here's the thing.
Kill yourself.
Here's the thing. They kind of did Andrew Tate extremely dirty on this video.
Yeah,
they did it on purpose. They picked him to make
they brought him
but
on
they
to
didn't
make
bring
Tate look
a
bad.
representation of Tate.
No, they wanted.
If they would have brought on
an
actual like one of like the millionaires who supports Tate, then it would be like there was actual conversation. They bring on a fucking loser. Andrew Tate would beat this guy up for even pretending to be.
Tate would never. This
guy's a fucking loser. Look at him.
Which is no chance.
He said he's a sexual energy coach.
He's a sexual energy coach.
So I help men with their mindsets.
I help
with their
men
masculinity,
with their mindsets,
figuring out their goals and what sorts of action steps they can take to make those goals real when it comes to dating and relationships.
You know what it is? Here's the thing. So
that is a relatively attractive woman staring at him with the utter disdain of like she's disgusted just staring
he's
at this
extremely
man.
nervous, right?
Yeah.
So the situation that this kid's in right now is that he's been given this limelight as if he's somehow accomplished anything in life. The dude hasn't accomplished anything meaningful in life. So what this dude should be doing is figuring out how can I level up, not look like a geek, and actually be able to understand female nature. Female nature, you don't understand by going out there and reading about female nature. You build a relationship with understanding the opposite gender by spending time with people of the opposite gender, and not only in a sexual format. People only, and I see it a lot in the red pill community, especially. And I don't feel like I'm part of this red pill community.
You are.
No, I'm part of the God pill
One
community.
of us.
I'm part of the God pill community. God pill community
is red pill.
No, it's not.
God pill is red pill.
No, bro, it's not.
Nico said God pill is red pill.
It's not.
If you do, you're a Matrix guy. Matrix is red pill. You tweet about Neo all the time, bro. Neo took the red pill. What are you talking about? You red pill,
brother. Bro, he's not red pill. He's bro. God pill transcends red pill because red pill. At least, unless you think nowadays, unless you've changed your worldview, have you?
I'm listening. I'm listening. How I changed my worldview?
Have you changed your worldview on men's relationship towards women? How they interact? Because, bro, this sexualization of females, I don't fuck with it, bro. It's way overboard.
You don't fuck with the sexualization of females?
I told you I want to have good relationships. But look.
But is that red pill? This out here chasing hoes and all this stuff?
No. What is red pill is realizing true female nature.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you need to go fuck a bunch of hoes. It's just realizing women for what they actually
but if you're
are.
both saying
because we're
you're
programmed to
red
think that you're
pill,
supposed to simp all the time.
I'm commenting.
So red pill is not about fucking a bunch of hoes.
If you're both
Disney
saying
movies, everything it tells men to simp.
I don't watch Disney movies.
But everybody from birth in the West at least is told to be a
then
simp.
obviously
and all the media we consume, everything they tell you, happy wife, happy life.
Consensus amongst red pillars. Yeah, I don't even know what red pill means anymore. It has to mean one thing, which is they kind of get away with it all the time. They just say red pill means the good stuff, and then
to be simp. So you need to take the red pill to realize male and female dynamics.
And then blue pill is like all the bad stuff. You don't just get to play this good versus bad.
Red pill is just the truth. That's what that means. That's the analogy.
Red pill is
now
just
the question
the truth.
is figuring out what the truth is.
And then blue pill is not the truth.
Who is God?
I don't know.
Yeah, look at
him.
you.
I talked to him.
What has he told you anything?
God
what have you told him? I'm interested. I'm curious because I know you're actually trying. And
I talk to God every day. That's my bestie. They play soccer in my backyard. I think I see Messi. Yeah, bro, I talk to God every day, man.
So here's the thing.
He tells me what I'm supposed to do. He tells me to do the right thing. He tells me to.
What is the right thing?
The right thing is to become strong, is to spread the right message, is to be nice to people, is to have good intentions and spread love. So when I talk to him, that's what I hear, is do the right thing. And I think deep down everybody knows what the right thing is.
I think you're wrong. I think there's a lot of people who
Conehead Larry a little more?
don't know what the right thing is, and they need direction and guidance, and that's why
when it comes to dating and relationships.
Exist to coach.
This girl's not feeling it.
You don't have a girlfriend.
They did him dirty, bro. Sorry.
Bro, I know there's nobody watching right now, but if anyone was just watching, that was the worst 15-20 seconds of their life.
I teach them
they
how
just
to
have just blowing in their ears, like holy shit.
And how do you define masculinity? Integrity under pressure. And you were saying that
integrity under pressure.
You see these simple.
Who is this guy?
How do you define masculinity?
Integrity
he defined it in
pressure.
3 words. You know, so it's like this limited understanding, even in himself. And I appreciate the empowerment that this kid feels, but he shouldn't be educating people. He shouldn't be teaching people how to tap into a masculine side. The guy doesn't even go to the gym, doesn't exercise, doesn't work.
How do you know?
He was in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he
they
was
showed a
kind
picture
of
of flexing. No, look right here. Are you gonna tell me, yo?
He goes to the gym.
yoked.
He looks like he's about to.
This nigga looks like Johnny Bravo before he.
What does he do for a job? Coaches people?
He's this, yeah. Okay, but we understand the psyop. Dr.
Can you
Phil
imagine his
wants to represent educate
students?
Yeah,
His students
I mean, Dr. Phil obviously has an agenda, but I just think that
the bottom of women's
my clients
feet
have found
for
girlfriends
attention.
because of me. Okay. And how do you define masculinity?
Integrity.
Women want a man.
My clients now
they
have
want a man who
girlfriends
knows
because
what
of
he
me.
values, a man who's good at building something, a man who's multidimensional and integrated, who can be masculine, but is also emotionally aware, intelligent, and fearless when it comes to achieving his goals.
Are you an
pretty good answer?
Not a bad
Yeah,
answer. He just sounds like a
I would say
fucking
women
dweeb.
want different things depending on the woman, right? So I would say a woman wants to feel cherished, appreciated, respected, loved, protected, and women don't necessarily see money as one of those core pillars on which a relationship can rest upon. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that women are okay being with people that are poor, but I know a lot of women that would be extremely okay if their partner makes $75K a year, can put a roof over their heads and love her and take care of her and provide for her. Not every woman out here is looking for a man with a yacht. Not every woman out here is looking for a man with a Ferrari or a 12-bedroom house, right? So this this idea that if you get a 12-bedroom house and a Ferrari and all these things, that you're going to be able to attract that high quality woman isn't necessarily true, because the most high quality women are not attracted by material things. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
75K is already above the average male income.
They're attracted to your capability.
The sexual factor isn't even the first factor. It's who you are as a man developed, right? And the potential that you have of becoming. So when they see you not only for who you are, but for who you can become. And that's something that women have the potential of doing. That's why they have that nurturing tendency attached to them that is extremely powerful. That's why I think having a long-term partner is important. And I know it's not for everybody, but think about this. It's like, imagine investing in or starting a company. Do you want to start a company every fucking week, or do you prefer building one company through trial and error and testing and tribulation and building it up? I don't want to compare a relationship to a company,
but it kind of is like one.
But what I mean from that is this understanding that within the relational dynamic, you need to be able to understand that having that relationship that builds over a long period of time becomes extremely strong, and that a lot of people's poor relationships towards the opposite gender is because they try to have microwave relationships. Yeah. And inside these microwave relationships, you're not really going to understand the other person. So it takes time. It takes a process. And what I've come to realize, especially as a person that is a big fan of a long-term relationship building, is that when you are inside a long-term relationship, that other person tests you a lot, and it requires you to become a certain type of individual, because you can't just block the phone number and call it a day. You have to deal with that. And when you deal with living with another individual, that shit becomes difficult. Why? Because it's no longer just about you. Now you have to take into account another person. So it teaches you patience. It teaches you understanding how to deal with another person when you're having a bad day. It teaches you how to be responsible, how to be respectful, how to be kind, how to be humble, how to be receptive. All these things that you could negate if you have a one-night stand, or if you have a girl that you could just block her number and tell her not to show up anymore. So on the other side, there's a lot of freedom in being single, right? You have the ability to move, you have the ability to travel. But the sweetest point is the point in which you can find a long-term partner that just, allows you to pursue your fullest potential.
I want to say he's spitting, but he's also just babbling right now.
Is kind of like a supplement to your fullest potential, and supplements your growth and encourages your growth and doesn't hold you back, and simultaneously is somebody that you enjoy with and in which your needs are satisfied, that you don't have to go search for things outside of it.
Right.
And what I've come to realize, especially with relationships, is that people don't even know themselves yet. And I think that in order to have a great relationship with another person, you must first have a great relationship with yourself, because a lot of people hold a lot of baggage before entering relationships, and a lot of that stuff kind of just spills over. So, yeah.
That's a lot.
Luke, they're asking what your religion is. We can get it. I do want to finish this video.
Yeah, let's watch content.
Why are they so focused on religion?
I'm not a dogmatist by any means, but I do think that he's serving a valuable role. I think that he's making a positive difference, and he does say a lot of controversial things because he's an extreme person. Like, he is not your normal average guy.
I wrote down some of the things that he said. Some of them I absolutely cannot repeat. But he says, I think my sister is her husband's property.
She is.
Would you agree with that line of thinking?
Not in the literal sense, no.
Well, I understand. He doesn't have.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he doesn't own her.
Women are obviously people, not objects, but it's one way of looking at things, misogynistic as that might be.
So the context, can you want to go big screen?
No,
on it?
All right, that's so
the
bullshit
context
though.
Within,
if he said my sister is her husband's
when you're
property.
Going down
when he said
the
that,
aisle, right?
when you are given away in marriage, your father gives you away. No one has any problem with that terminology or that figure of speech. You are given away during your marriage to the other person. That is what he meant by my sister is her husband's property.
If he's conveying it,
he is her responsibility, or she is his responsibility, and vice versa. They both belong to each other. when you
passing
say
on the
my
responsibility,
man, that
which I
is
don't know the
a
context
phrase
on.
of
I would have to listen to it
belonging,
because
a phrase of
Dr. Phil
possession.
just literally
That he
contextualized it
belongs to
within
me.
one
He
sentence,
is
then I
mine.
would disagree.
She is mine.
So it'd be kind of like both sides. Are you
Nothing's
either
wrong with saying
just a
that.
pass down
That's
of
my girl.
responsibility
Is
or
there anything wrong with saying that?
actual ownership? If it's actual ownership, then no. If it's the
You
passing
own
of
her
responsibility,
and you assumed her
W
gender.
property.
Describes
W women
a
as
sexual
property.
encounter and says that's how it goes. Slap, slap, grab, choke,
cannot.
shut up, bitch, sex.
All right, that was fucking
Dr.
hilarious.
Phil, this is some bot shit.
He
Dude,
said,
Is it
a girl walks up to me with a
like,
machete.
but didn't he say it in the
Smack,
context
grab,
of the
choke,
of the
shut
girl,
up,
like,
bitch,
didn't he say
sex.
something? It wasn't the
Yo,
machete one. It
It
was just
doesn't
like,
matter, but Dr. Phil's like
That
selected.
was one of his funniest clips. Yo, that was one of Andrew Tate's
This
funniest
whole
clips.
video is just designed to make normies hate Andrew Tate.
I just don't
He
like
said,
it because
smack,
I just
grab,
don't like it
choke,
because
shut up,
L.
bitch,
Dr. Phil.
sex.
Because-
Dr. Bot.
because
Show's
it could have
flopping.
because nobody picks the good clips, bro. Like pick up the fucking
What?
900 good clips where the guy says something positive, but you don't because
Huh?
you're a jealous fucking cunt.
Why'd she
that the
approach
other
him with
bald
a
dude
machete?
beat you in your own fucking lane. So you have this other bald dude that just showed up in
Wasn't
the middle
rape.
of nowhere. And
It
he
was
takes
sex.
you for
He
all
didn't
your
say,
work,
"Shut up, bitch,
gets
rape."
more views than you've done
said,
in
"Shut up,
30
bitch,
years.
sex."
Of course, you're going to be a jelly old man.
That she didn't get that. She didn't say no.
That's how
In
I
his
see it. That's
analogy,
my
she never
perspective.
said no, so it's
How
not
should
rape.
be.
Well,
Look
it's
at
consensual.
die.
It's all good.
Look at her.
Hang on, press pause.
Ladies, did you
Can you go
hear
to the?
that?
Can you go to the show the screen? What in the React? What in or exit out so people can see the amount of subs versus the views?
Oh.
Can we talk about how shit Dr. Phil's
Yeah,
channel
6
results
million
are?
subs and 77,000
Nobody gives a
views.
fuck about you,
Yeah,
Dr.
TV's dead.
Phil.
TV's dead. Dr. Phil. I mean, his show is actually. I think it's going to get canceled soon, right, chat? It's just YouTube content is taking over. Even on Rumble, like this shit is destroying streamers and actual content creators who speak truth.
W
are dominating-
Rumble.
Who nobody looks up to Dr. Phil. You see everybody in the audience.
Brother,
too.
Everyone
if you
needs to
if you want to be
subscribe
like
to me on
Dr. Phil,
Rumble.
listen
By
to
everyone,
Dr.
I mean
Phil.
everyone
do
who
not want
watches
to. How old is
Sneeko
Dr.
needs to
Phil?
also subscribe to me
Hold
and
on,
watch
show
me.
that. Look how old the audience is, and
Wanna
like look at
steal
look at
his
they don't even want
audience.
to be there.
Dude.
I'm gonna
They got
take
free
your
tickets
audience,
from the
Sneeko.
radio. It's garbage.
I'm gonna
Dr. Phil
take your
age.
whole channel, you little.
75, 72.
stop.
Boom,
I don't want to.
come
I
on.
don't want to be like this man. I'll be looking like a fucking 40-year-old stud at 70. I don't
No,
need to
you
be dealing
won't.
with Dr. Phil's
You're not
bullshit
gonna look like a
information.
40-year-old stud.
Nav
at
Singh
70,
says,
bro.
Luke, I'm
You're
suffering
white.
from
You guys
IBS. Can you
like
direct me
age
to
like
where I can
milk.
improve my
You're
health?
like
This guy can't
Joe
poop. What does he
Biden
do?
at 70. Okay.
Depends on his. I would have to diagnose his diet
Yes.
and look into that
And look
first.
how he
So it really
looks.
has to do.
Ghost
Yeah, Nav
man.
Singh, what are you eating?
It's like he crip walks every step he takes.
Well, if it's consensual, it's all good.
Okay. He says, I'm not a blanking rapist, but I like the idea of being able to do what I want. And I don't believe women are as smart as men.
Well, that was really.
Why is she making that
Do you have
ugly
a story
fucking
or a question?
face?
Shut up. This was stupid.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Yes,
just
they
4
didn't
minutes.
even. Yeah, I'm done here. I'm gonna have to go wash my hair because I got this haircut today and my shit is itching. And I am going to go live life. I encourage you to do so as well. All 0 of you watching, live your life and enjoy freedom while it lasts, because it will not last for too long. Once China invades with TikTok, we're all screwed. I said, "Oh, watch out." See that? That's reflex right there. That is perspicacity in its finest. That is my sheer perspicacity makes me a fearful opponent in any human endeavor. That's not even the actual phrase. But regardless, hit the gym, don't take your meds, and die of COVID once you catch it. Just don't get the vaccine. All the red pill talking points and more.
You didn't die of COVID.
I didn't know, because COVID doesn't kill you if you don't have a bitch-made. If you don't have a bitch-made immune system, COVID will not kill you. I'm gonna get flagged for hateful content on YouTube now because of that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, that is false, misinformation
I was
around
about to
COVID.
say.
False information, spreading fake news. If you don't have a bitch-made immune system, you will not die from COVID. I proved it in 2023, live and in person. I even dropped like 6 videos while having COVID, so